Hello, Namaskar, and I am your host Sree Iyer. Today I have with me a friend who is now going places, and it's my pride, pleasure and honor to invite Karthik Gopinath. We are meeting in person. We have met before, but we are meeting in person in a professional studio today, and let's welcome our guest of the day, Karthik Gopinath. Karthik, Namaskaram and welcome to PGurus.
Namaskaram sir, such a pleasure to see you in person. Thanks for having me.
Karthik, much water has flown down the 𝗂𝘗 since the time we've been talking, and I was very happy that I could help in the 𝙒𝙧𝙤𝙪 case, and that still unfortunately it's winding its way through the courts. Let's leave that thing for the moment. We are talking here today. I want our viewers to understand the transition that has happened in Karthik Gopinath's life from somebody who was a very good, very effective YouTube blogger, very crisp communications, and now he has taken the plunge into politics. He has become a member of the BJP. Karthik, what has changed in your life, having now become a member of a party?
To be honest, absolutely nothing. I've been doing the same thing in my own ways, outside the parameters drawn right now. But it's been lingering in my mind if I have to take the plunge, like you said. So it's not a thing that happened in a day. So I've been pondering about it for quite a long time. And I did talk to you about this.
Oh yes, we have had conversations.
We had conversations with important people who have been very good to me. So it took me nearly 1.5 years, 2 years to take the call. And then I had consulted with Sree Annamalai 𝗢𝗲𝙗. And to be honest, he didn't persuade me. He asked me, why brother, why do you want to do this? You're doing a good job. Why do you want to take this plunge? It's not an easy job. And I said, that's precisely why I want to do it. And yeah, so that's how it happened.
I wish I had half the political maturity that you have today when I was your age, half. Because it's incredible. But viewers, a lot of the conversations that we have had one-on-one, I can't share on a platform. But you understand somebody's thought process, line of thinking, and I was amazed at how tuned Karthik is in terms of understanding, reading a situation, and the biggest compliment for all this, I don't have to tell you, the fact that the DMK government arrested him for doing something that's a perfectly legal job. Because there is a saying, right? Pambin kal pambariyum. That's for Tamil. What it means is only a snake knows where the other snake's legs are. So the DMK leadership understood the power that Karthik brings to the platform. And that's why they have been harassing him. That is going to take a backseat right now. We are going to talk about Karthik, the politician, the one who's just getting his first baby steps in. But Karthik, I am amazed to see that two people relatively of the same age, 37, 38, and they have taken the plunge into politics. One in America, he's a big dreamer, Vivek Ramaswamy. He wants to be the president of America, and one who is trying to, change the character of what essentially is a Vedic land, which is Tamil Nadu. I'm talking about Annamalai. Now, tell me a few things. I mean, I can draw a lot of parallels between the two. How does it look for you? I mean, for me, it's like, my goodness, suddenly we are seeing amazing young leadership coming through the ranks. Your thoughts on these two people?
I was amazed too. To be honest, it's something like divinely ordained across the globe. There is a resurgence in both right-wing politics, and there is a space which is being occupied by young, energetic, youthful minds, which is a surprise. And to see the surge in the support for primaries, I didn't expect Vivek Ramaswamy to go this far, and he's doing a wonderful job. He's articulate, he's young, he's bold, and he speaks his mind. So this is something very new in American politics, where the shots are being called by the investors, by people, donors, if you say so. So he doesn't mind defying that, be it Ukraine, be it China, be it India, or be it his Hindu identity. Yes. He wants to openly carry it. So that's something new, and it's a breath of fresh air for many Americans. Not very sure if the conservatives will prefer him, although it's too early to say that. But that's something brilliant happening across the globe. You see Rishi Sunak in UK, you see him coming up the ranks. And similarly out here, you see a person, there are many parallels, as you said, can be drawn between Annamalai and Vivek Ramaswamy. But Sree Annamalai and Vivek Ramaswamy, the thing that strikes the most is both of them are new to the system.
Yes.
But both of them understand the system. He understands the constitution well, but he is not a part of the foreign policy. He wants to bring fresh ideas to the foreign policy. He understands the bureaucracy well, and he's not a part of the political system, doesn't come from a dynastic family, and supports Hindutva, which is all new to this land. So I think new is the need of the hour, and until people realize the importance of a change, there will not be change. And I'm glad to see people are seeing the change.
Absolutely. See, this is very, very important. Vivek Ramaswamy in his life is in a good space. You know, he has done a couple of successful startups, and he's personally wealthy. He doesn't have to work another day. And then he said, okay, I'm going to try and do something about the system. This is where the contrast comes in. Annamalai, on the other hand, poor man, was living on his paycheck. And he has taken this plunge. He said that one trip to Mount Kailas defined for him what his future meant. So this is where I want you to, because I haven't met Annamalai. I'm hoping to meet him someday. Namaskaram, hello. But you have had some chance to interact with him. That transformation for him, where he was an IPS officer, very honest one. In fact, he was a go-to officer, I believe, for 𝙒𝙧𝙤𝙪 in the previous regime, right? So you tell me this contrast, right? Vivek is set up for life. I mean, and he's going to be an important person in the US politics. Whether he gets elected to any post or not, he will be able to weigh in his 2 cents. That is established now, right? But Annamalai was a much more harder decision, personally, if you ask me. How did that play out?
So I think he derives his strength from spirituality. As you mentioned, the trip to Kailash and a lot of his friends, the major impact was from spirituality. And a lot of it is not known to the public.
Yes.
And it is better it remains that way. But the matter of the fact is, he is able to take such a huge decision, and in an environment which is completely vile, venomous, and they'd go any extent to put him down, which is the Dravidian gangs. And among that, he's been able to take this decision and works like a workaholic. I have not seen a person who's more workaholic than him. He works 24/7. So when we discuss about the padyatra, I'll tell his schedule. I mean, it's humanly impossible to be able to do that every single day consistently for a long period of time. So kudos to him for that. And it's humanly impossible for anybody to do that. Only if you have something like a huge spiritual backup can you be able to do that. Because to do that every single day, to find a reason to do that every single day, you need to have a higher calling. And I think he's seen that higher calling. So that is why I believe that there's going to be a drastic political change in the entire Tamil Nadu, state of Tamil Nadu, because it's not going to be Dravidian politics, it is going to be spiritual politics, and the markers are already to be seen.
You actually segued into the next question for me, but before that, I have to say one thing to all our viewers. Now, there have been many ways that I've disagreed with Amit Shah and Narendra Modi in the policies, the implementations. I'm one of the people who say what I think, and whether I'm right or wrong, people can decide. But I think they were bang on in their selection of Annamalai for the president of Tamil Nadu BJP. This is my opinion, because this is something I talked about. I'm talking about it happened 2-3 years ago, right? The output now you are seeing some of it. Now you were part of it for a day or two. You went participated in the yatra.
More than that.
Oh, great! So just walk us through that part, because you are on the ground. You're seeing things. How did it feel?
So initially I was skeptical, because this is unventured territory.
Yes.
Okay, untested waters. Nobody takes such a daring step, and that too soon in the political party. Nobody takes such a daring step. So I was kind of skeptical, because I think that's my strength. I always see the other side. What if? And but the day I stepped in Rameshwaram, it was all magical, mythical, personally as well as from the party's perspective. Because personally, I joined in front of all the major leaders, which doesn't generally happen. Then I had the blessing of meeting Chanakya Amitabh. And then I was going through every single detail of the meeting and the padyatra. The best part about the padyatra is, if I have to put it in one incident, which really caught my attention, was I didn't go to the front rows, or I didn't sit with the leaders. I was with the crowd, so I was judging the mood of the crowd. So I could see one lady who was in her late 60s, probably 65, 67. So she had a basket in her hands with a lot of vegetables, and I asked her to take a seat in the audience. But she refused. She said, I had a business to take care of, but I'm here to hear that Thambi Annamalai speak. So it's not the traditional Hindutva crowd, it is not the traditional right-wing supporting crowd, but common people are curious. They are wondering why this is happening. Why would somebody do something of this sort? Why would he walk in this blazing sun? And that triggering of curiosity is the triggering of political change in Tamil Nadu. So that is happening, and people from all walks of life are getting to know that there is somebody who wants to break the shackles, who wants to break the trend and establish something new to the society. So, which is a great success. And the crowds are organic. Trust me when I say that. The crowds are organic. It's not just the party person. Yes, every party karyakarta wants to have a photo with Annamalai. Every party karyakarta wants to garland the Talaivar, which is a natural feeling. But if you see people on the roads, they are appreciative of this effort, and it's only bound to grow from here.
Wonderful. Now, see, the popularity, padyatra is one thing. Now, the proof of the pudding, as they say, is in how much of this is going to convert into votes. And for that, there are some metrics. For example, the BJP has a Panna Pramukh, where each sheet of the voter roll, somebody is interested with it. That person basically adopts them as his family and then goes about helping them out. In Tamil Nadu, we have had an active disinformation campaign, that even if something good happens, the local party is quick to claim credit as it's their thing and try to shut out anything else. So these kinds of, they're swimming into headwind. How much do you think that work has commenced? How far do you think the BJP has progressed in its plan about, making sure that at the booth level they have strength?
Now, this is one criticism that has been leveled against BJP constantly. All the social media fanfare is okay, but where is the booth level work?
Yes.
All the fanfare for Sree Annamalai is okay, but where is the booth level work? So everybody seems to be interested in the booth. And that is precisely why we don't want to give out any data to these people.
Oh, okay. Yeah, makes sense.
Makes sense.
Why do I have to show my cards?
Why would I do that? So we hold it to our chest, close to our chest. And a lot of work is being done silently, because this work needs to be done silently.
Of course.
This work needs to be done silently.
Without a doubt, yes.
Yeah, and diligently. It is being planned, and Padyatra is a precursor to our approach to the people before 2024. We are setting the grounds so that next time we go to them, we tell them, listen, last time we came, these are the problems that you have, and these are the solutions that we've envisioned. For that, you need to do a lot of base work. And the base work itself is backbreaking work.
Yes.
So booth committees aside, you should understand the amount of toil the entire team is going through on one day's Padyatra. It begins in the morning, you walk through the blazing sun. It is not just a walk. It is meeting people, people garlanding you, people hugging you, people trying to pull you. All they refrained from doing was bite you, on a lighter vein. But people love him so much. So they want to express their love. So all this drains out the energy from him as well as the people protecting him.
Yes.
So literally 80 to 90 people have to go through this, and the highest pressure is definitely on Sree Annamalai. So all this will definitely pay out. When I say this, if the booth committee work is complete, no. But we are working towards it, and we are doing it silently, and 2024 I'm sure we'll see the results of it.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now I have, I'm not a very accurate observer of Tamil Nadu politics, but I have been watching that one guy, Seeman. Actually, I should say his name is Sebastian Simon, guys. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. You guys can call him whatever you want. To me, he's Sebastian Simon. Because at every point of the way, people are trying to do something that is not the truth. Anyway, so he's now suddenly wearing a vibhuti, fine. He's going to temples, fine. That's good. He's Gharvapsi maybe, I don't know. But my question to you is, this guy has been garnering a steady uptick in terms of poll percentage of votes. Now, this, I think, is again the youth that is thinking that this, I see something different in Seeman. Seeman versus Annamalai. Do you think that Annamalai is going to be attracting the same audience? Is he making a difference? Because I think Modi tried in 2014 and 2019. 2014 was better than 2019, but not for purposes of popularity, but it was the math. That is the polling math that works out. How do you see this? I mean, is Nam Tamil Katchi, that is what Sebastian Simon runs, is this going to be an important factor in Tamil Nadu politics going forward?
See, every single factor in Tamil Nadu politics needs to be considered. So we can't write off somebody easily. but the intentions and the mens rea, as they say in legal language, also needs to be understood. So the change in the rhetoric of Mr. Seeman from hardcore, Dravidian language to right now supporting the spiritual aspects of Hinduism, but in his own way. He calls gods as his predecessors, which is actually funny. But yeah, one can notice the change in the language rhetoric of these people because they want to cut into the Dravidian hating voter base. Having said that, one has to clearly understand that in the state of Tamil Nadu, people are willing to go for a change. The best example was Sree 𝗤𝙗𝙤𝙤.
Yes, yes.
When there is a good option, there is a viable opportunity, viable option given to the people, they grab it with both hands and they do so enthusiastically. But it has to be sustainable. It has to be able to withstand the pressures coming from Dravidian gangs.
Right.
So that only viable option is available in terms of a national party.
Yes.
And that is BJP. And you have a leader who walks the talk. You have a leader who has this charisma to pull people, because trust me, in Tamil Nadu, charisma is the highest, it's highest on their mind. Okay, this man is a person I can trust. And then comes the party, and then comes the ideology. Frankly speaking, none of them have any clarity in ideology. It's promiscuous in that way. So, having said that, given a competition between NTK and BJP right now, BJP is growing leaps and bounds. Primarily because it's backed up by the center. Secondly, it has a leader who walks the talk, who is consistent in his speeches, and also who is personally and professionally hygienic.
Very true. Now, let's take a quick look at Annamalai's revelations, that is DMK Files 1, then DMK Files 2 came out later. Now, if you look at the amount of corruption allegations against the DMK government, it is running into lakhs of crores. I mean, some people put the number at 7.5 lakh crores. So now let's take a look at, any party in any state, it's going to have its own internal math, politics. Somebody wants to, you have enemies inside a party and you have enemies outside the party. Sometimes the enemies inside a party are more dangerous. We know that. You've been seeing in Karnataka Congress, for example, till the last second, DK Shivakumar was trying to not allow Siddharamaiah to become the chief minister, and finally he did become the chief minister. But you see that thing, right? I mean, they're always at daggers drawn at each other. So when Annamalai came into the Tamil Nadu BJP, he's an outsider. I think that was another hard part. See, Vivek Ramaswamy, because we started with that, in a presidential form of politics, he doesn't have all these baggage to deal with. Annamalai has had to deal with that baggage, and he has been dealing with it in his own way. And I don't know how much, I can't tell you because I'm not so close and watching this. What is your experience? How is the internal politics in BJP? How is he dealing with it? You have the external force, you have the internal force also. How is that working out?
So frankly speaking, it makes it all the more tougher. If somebody is telling you there is no internal politics, he's bluffing through the teeth, and I won't be doing that to your audience and to you. So the fact is, every party has internal politics. Let's face it, let's acknowledge it. And when I was getting into the party, so that is the biggest warning that was given. There will be internal politics, there will be people trying to pull you. Yes, it is bound to happen. It is bound to happen. Let's face it. Any party which is growing will have people, juggling about to find a space where they can exercise power.
Yes.
Politics is power. So that is definitely bound to be there. But with respect to Sree Annamalai and the party seniors, if that's what you're getting to, if there is internal politics, there is nothing of that sort. Every place that you go to, every district that you go to, that particular district head, which is the Mavata Thalaivar, makes it a point that all the seniors get to meet him. Opportunities given to all the seniors, and there is a discussion, there is a debate, all the points are taken, and when it is time, it's rightfully implemented, it's rightly implemented. So he gives due consideration to everybody. So initially probably there could have been, I'm just new into the party, but there could have been some misunderstanding between seniors, but everybody wants to support Sree Annamalai right now because he is the party president. In a party like the BJP, the infrastructure of the institution matters. So they want to support the party president, and he's doing a great job. So everybody is aligned to do that. There might be a few aberrations here and there, but they're not major. So let me tell you, everybody is aligned to face the DMK in 2024 and decimate them.
Wonderful. Last question, because DMK is not sitting idle either. They have been doing some things on their own. I still don't know whether this new avatar of Rajinikanth is for real or whether he's going to take an abrupt right turn and go somewhere else where we may not be expecting. I don't know. That's just one person. Then there is also this Joseph Vijay, I think his name is. If I'm not wrong. They all call him 𝗤𝙧𝙤𝙪 Vijay. I don't see much movies, guys. So you have to cut me some slack. The name of the actor is Vijay. But I was trying to be factual. His name, I think, is Joseph Vijay. And he has his own Rasigar Mandram, just like MGR used to have and Shivaji used to have and all these things. Let us say, for argument's sake, that Vijay decides to enter politics. And let us also say that he might align himself with DMK. How do you see this playing out?
So, let him first get into the field. That is what our leader has been saying, Thalaivar Annamalai had been saying. We are welcoming anybody who wants to get into politics for the right reasons. We welcome everybody, be it an actor, be it...
the country benefits.
Yeah, absolutely. So, we don't care what he does professionally. He might be an actor, dancer, singer, it doesn't matter to us. So, we welcome anybody who wants to come here with an open mind and come here with strong ideology, have proper reasons to come in. Any person, be it Vijay or even Thalaivar Rajinikanth, anybody, we welcome that. But the point is, we can't give our position right away. What is his ideology? What issues he's taking up? All those will be the basis for our opposition or support to any person getting into the politics. So it's too early for us to say, but in case if he's doing good work, I'm sure all of us will support him, individual capacity as well as from the party side. But in case if he tries to go against us, we will fight the battle. Our battle is eternal. We will fight all the social evils. We will fight all the evils that are against the nation and spirituality pervading the society. So, but primarily our battle is against, in Tamil Nadu, our battle is against the Dravidian forces and of course the Congress, which has no different identity in Tamil Nadu. It's pretty much aligned to the Dravidian gang, so much so that they don't support their leader here in Tamil Nadu. They support Stalin. So that is how ideologically bankrupt Congress is in Tamil Nadu.
We started with Vivek Ramaswamy and we will probably segue back to that. The one thing that Vivek has going is that, when viewers, you have to see the first debate that took place among the Republican contenders. If you look at that debate, right, in that everyone ganged up against this guy. And he was practically playing defense until then. At one point he was waiting for going into the offensive and then he went hammer and tongs at some of the people. And many have said that he has won the debate. I long for a day when in Tamil Nadu, especially, the likes of Vijay, Seeman, Annamalai and Udayanidhi. These are the four youngsters, right? All these are within 5 years of each other. They would all, partake in a debate and let the people decide. Do you think that will happen?
That will not happen. I'll tell you why. It so happened that Sree Annamalai has been constantly throwing challenges to the minister, Sree Udayanidhi Stalin, who is the son of MK Stalin. We've been giving him challenges, open challenges, inviting him for a debate or even asking him to pass an examination. Since he asked the governor to resign and contest, we said, okay, you resign and then write an examination and try to clear it. Try to clear at least the prelims. He seems to run away from the questions thrown to him by the media. He doesn't have the guts to face the questions. In fact, he had a different strategy altogether initially. He was trying to laugh it away. He was trying to trivialize the questions thrown to him about Sree Annamalai. But people started seeing how hollow he is, how intellectually deficit the entire gang is. So now it's becoming an insult to him. He has no answers, he has no data, he has no skills to match Sree Annamalai. So that is the funny point, and also that is the sad point. The entire state, which is supposed to be the most intellectually developed state, out here the gems of spirituality, the gems of culture, the gems of knowledge that we had thousands of years back have been muddled by these gangs. These people have put a black curtain behind us and said, this is your history. Don't go beyond 60 years. With so much knowledge out here, and this is the metal and quality of a minister. So that's the sad part here, but the funny part is they'll be, pulverized in 2024 and people will start seeing the truth. And every time DMK gets defeated, and there is a strong opposition, it takes them 10-15 years to get back. Case in point, 2001 to 2011.
Yes, wonderful. So I think this is a conversation perhaps that viewers, you might agree with me that we are seeing a different face of Karthik Gopinath, an emerging political face, and he's intellectually is very, very sharp. I can tell you that. Thinks on his feet. Some of the things I'm sure Annamalai saw in you too, Karthik. And all I can tell you is my blessings, and I hope to see you in a position of power, helping the people, because that wanting to help people, that's what, in my opinion, drove you to take up blogging and the 𝙒𝙀𝙀 𝗢𝙂 case, and more power to you, bro. And viewers, let's all congratulate Karthik for taking the plunge, and we also wish him all the best in politics. Thank you so much. Namaskaram.
Namaskaram, thank you so much. And before I take leave, I just want to have the closing comments with your permission. So this is one channel that has been disseminating information the way it has to be done. A number of things is not available in the mainstream. A number of perspectives, ideas not available in the mainstream. All that brought out so boldly by Sree Iyer-ji, and please keep doing that. And I see your subscriber base somewhere around, hovering around 3.5 lakhs, and I hope it goes to 45 lakhs very soon. And and with such a growth, we'll be able to carry more information to a lot of people. So do support him, and of course do support me and 𝗓𝙗𝙗 too.
Thank you so much.
Jai
Thank
Hind.
you. Jai Hind.